Now I request Ms. Rashmi Ishrawat to kindly felicitate Dr. Savdir Tanveer.
To kindly felicitate Dr. Priyanka Goyal. Now I request ma'am to please felicitate Miss Sakshi and Twinkle. I also request ma'am to kindly felicitate Ajay and Rahul. Thank you, ma'am. Now I hand over the mic to Dr. Savdir Tanveer to kindly start the session.
Welcome the speaker of all the first session and the student, Dr. Priyanka Goyal. Please start your talk. Dr. Priyanka Goyal, School of ICT, Gautam Buddha University.
Hello everyone, myself Dr. Priyanka Goyal. I am working as a research and faculty associate in Gautam Buddha University. My background is totally electronics and communication engineering. That is a core area of electronics based to VLSI design. VLSI design is basically a very large scale integration in which we have chip-to-chip communication. As we see in mobiles, laptops, in daily life you use your electronic equipments. All this is related to VLSI. And in VLSI, we have on-chip communication also. We have chip-to-chip, we have on-board communication. So I'm related to all these things. My background, my research is also related to that. My MTech is related to that. My PhD is related to that. But if you are thinking that the conference is based on artificial intelligence and robotics, the area is that in robotics, we normally know robotics means the more the sensor part, more is a robotic working. So to make it reliable, we have robotics is mainly working on 3 technologies. First one is your laser part, second one is your infrared design, third one is your ultrasonic part. These 3 technologies are used in robotics. So I am working on the laser part. I will also tell you about the laser, how laser works and how can we make it efficient, how can we make it more reliable, and also the sensing part, which in electronics we called it as a photodetector. So how to sense that light to make it proper use, to make in proper use. So photodetectors are also act as a sensors. In today's technology, we all know IoTs, that is Internet of Things. All this is based on the sensors. So how sensors work? Sensors have, in background, suppose you do some coding in your in a computers engineering, we also have some circuit part that acts behind that technology. So to implement that, today I'm going to tell you about the lasers. So lasers, we have different types of lasers we have. That is simple edge emitting lasers, as you know. Simple lasers have you seen in market, in toys or in fiber optical things are there. So I'm working on the vertical cavity surface emitting laser. This is actually a new laser in which it's not edge emitting, in which light is emitted from the top of the surface. So top of the surface means we have a benefit of that. What benefit? We have light, intensity of the light will be more due to its concrete structures, due to its different structure. So I'm going to present it. This is complete, we called it as an interconnect. Interconnect means we have a transmitter, we have a receiver, and we have a channel. In transmitter part, we have a laser which transmits light. Waveguide, it can be waveguide, it can be transmission medium, anything. It can be any wireless medium also, as we are today's daily life using mobiles, communication, everywhere, broadcast, satellite, very high frequency. High frequency means radio frequency. We use in FM also, satellite communications. Then we have a receiver part. Receiver part, we have the photodetector, which can be amplified, which acts as a sensor, if we talk about the robotics. Next, that interconnect architecture, I have worked on the laser. How to make the laser efficient. It's written as an oxide aperture diameter. What actually is oxide aperture diameter? Oxide aperture diameter is an area that is consumed by the laser. Suppose we are designing a laser and we know the size of the mobile, size of the laptop is already very small. If we introduce very large things in that, how can it be possible to make it small? So for also that, if we are using optical things, we are using light in that, we are using light in chips, we also have a small area. So to make the small area, we have a small oxide aperture. We write it as a oxide aperture diameter. This is, I am going to tell you, this is a roadmap. Next, to the light that is transmitted by the transmitter should also be received by the receiver, that is an optical receiver here. So based on the objective, I have implemented, this is totally my work that I am going to tell you. In the base paper, we take some paper. I have also taken the papers on which the researchers have worked on the wavelength part, which is 980 nanometer wavelength, having fiber absorption and dispersion, a number of quantum wells. I will show you the structure, then you may get. This is a structure of a vertical cavity surface emitting layer. You are seeing this as a very broad structure, but this is very small. I am showing you it because there are lower dBr. Lower dBr means these are acting as a mirrors. Upper dBr means this is also acting as a mirror, in which you have studied in the physics that light reflects back when it transmits. Some light reflect back, some light reflection and refraction is also there. So in which we have a quantum wells. I took 6 quantum wells in the study. The wavelength taken is 1310 nanometer and 1550 nanometer. We have different types of fibers we normally see in markets. You have a decorated piece of fibers, you see, in which that fibers are originally manufactured. And these manufactured things, how to behave them correctly is depend on us. So to make it efficient, I have worked on 1550 nanometer and 1310 nanometer. Then improvement is at 3. People have worked on 2 to 7 micrometers. I have worked on 2 to 5 micrometer. That means we are reducing the area from 7 micrometer to 5 micrometer. But the thing is that my improvement is at 3.5 micrometer. Means only the 3.5 oxide aperture diameter, my laser will act as best. How? That I will show you. These are my papers published based on this objective. First one is exactly the same, the vertical cavity surface emitting laser, which is SCI indexed. Second one is also the mathematical part, which is also SCI indexed. Third one, both are IEEE conferences. So upper dBr, lower dBr I have shown you. Next, this is a coding as you do in your C, C++, Java, .NET. This is also the coding behind the structure, how I got this structure. I have done the coding and I got this structure. In this, everything is specified, like thickness of the layer, number of layers, voltage that is being used, materials for the aluminum gallium arsenide material is used. You all must be aware of these things. So the design parameters for this structure I have taken, suppose I have taken layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5, layer 6. Different layers are there and I have taken alternate layers. Suppose layer 1, layer 2, then layer 1, layer 2. It's a alternate layers. We can use different layers with alternate positions. So these are the simulation results I got at 1310 nanometer. The simulation results exactly tell that in this, the anode voltage versus we have a anode voltage versus anode current. That means the maximum we have a oxide aperture diameter, there can be a decrease in the anode current. At 2 micrometer, see anode voltage increases from 2 micrometer to 5 micrometer. Higher diameter gives higher anode current, but there should be some disadvantage also. As the same, the total power transmitted. According to the more the current, more will be the power. P is equal to VI, according to the mathematical formula. This also showing at 3 micrometer, 2 micrometer and 5 micrometer. This is again the mirror loss. Mirror loss is what? When light emits from the surface of the vertical cavity surface emitting laser, some light will reflect back and some will come back. The light that backs, that refraction is going on, that is called as the mirror loss. The light cannot be reflected properly. That is called as a mirror loss, which is very less. Here in my case, it's very less and constant for all diameters, less than 1 volt. The same thing I have operated at 1550 nanometer, 10 volt. That means the voltage that we use in chip to chip communication is very less. As we all know, your charger, your mobile, your laptop is working at maximum 5 volt, 12 volt. So my voltage I have taken is maximum 1 volt. So how it will get charged? Maximum 1 volt, 1 volt, any power, no light is emitted till 1 volt. After that, there will be a small increase in the power as well as the anode current. How I told you that this VCSCL is working at the 3.5 micrometer the best. How? I have calculated the powers I have calculated for different oxide aperture diameters. In the previous slide I told you. After calculating the threshold power, the difference between the two powers, do we call it as a DPTH? After calculating, we got the best at 3.5 micrometer, which is a minimum. You can see also the peak is minimum at 3.5 micrometer. That means the threshold voltage for this is minimum for 3.5 micrometer. So my VCSCL dissipates very less power. Power dissipation should be less in any of the electronic circuit. Like in laptops, we have a blower in the side. It's because of only that the heat dissipated from the laptop or the computer should be waste through that blower, because if it collects inside, it will burst your device. Same at transmission coefficient and reflectivity I have calculated at 1540 nanometer, showing the maximum reflectivity and the lowest transmission. For emitting a particular wavelength, reflectivity should be appropriate. Otherwise, the system has more mirror losses and will not give the better results. I have done compared it with
Dr. Priyanka, please conclude. Time is over.
Okay.
Only 3 to 5 minutes are being provided for you.
Okay.
So please conclude.
Okay. Next is power efficiency we have calculated. I have done the mathematical analysis also. These mathematical results I have got from the numerical software. Previously results I have simulated from the Silvaco Atlas, where coding has been done. This mathematical part is FDTD, finite difference time domain method. In this, I have calculated the result. After calculating these mathematical results, I have gone through that. The proposed work has more number of quantum wells, but my work is the oxide aperture diameter from 2 to 5 micrometer, which is the best. So my work has energy efficient, power efficient, and low mirror losses. Important is the size is minimum. That is the main conclusion. Next is receiver, that is acting as a sensor part. Then I have simulated a germanium on silicon photodetector, which all acting as a semiconductor. Here also I have published one paper based on that, is SE indexed in Springer, and one is in Scopus indexed. Other is high responsivity germanium on silicon photodetector. I have made this structure in numerical. There is one software where we can do the mathematical simulations as well as a mathematical part. This is a configuration of that structure that I have prepared. These are the configuration. Number of DPRs means number of mirrors again that I have taken. This is my results. This is my mathematical part, and these are the responsivity. Responsivity means actual thing is the responsivity, the light transmitted and how much light is received by the receiver, that we called it as a responsivity. Maximum responsivity I have obtained is 1.1 maximum from this. You can see the graphs responsivity in A by W, area but power. So the parameters that I have designed is maximum responsivity 1.11 ampere per watt at 2 volt, and dark current is very less, photo current is 1 microampere. So result is that using germanium on silicon with greater than 1 ampere per watt, maximum in papers the researchers have already done is still 1 ampere per watt, but I have calculated it 1.1. That is my research actually. Thank you.
Okay.
Now I request Dr. Safdar Tanveer to kindly present a memento to Dr. Priyanka Goyal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
I, Sakshi Garg from our TIAS is here to present my paper on perceived risk and trustworthiness in online shopping. The points to be covered are the concept of online shopping, research objective, advantages, disadvantages, conclusion, and future scope. A brief concept of online shopping. Online shopping, when we say online shopping, what first strikes in our mind? Shopping, buying things online? Yes, we guess it right. Online shopping or online retailing is a form of electronic commerce whereby customers directly buy goods and services from the seller over the internet without an intermediary service. We don't have to go first to any wholesaler, retailer. We just directly go to PC or a laptop or any and mobile phones. Just in a one click, we buy things. An online shop, e-store, internet shop, web store, online store, a virtual store evokes the physical analog of buying product or services at a brick and mortar retailer or shopping center. The objective of online shopping, trust in online stores, perceived risk, online purchase intention, perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use. Research objective. My research objective is to study the awareness of the customer with respect to online shopping, to find the overall trustworthiness of a customer towards online shopping, to find the awareness about online shopping. The hypothesis of the research was customers are aware about online shopping, customers are willing to take risk to buy a product online. The advantages of online shopping. As we all know, in day-to-day life, we always buy from little product to the expensive product from online. It is easy to find items. We can find from a book to a shoe or any other item on internet, over internet. Time saving, it saves time. Price and selection, information and review. We can always check the review of a product, whether it's good or not, whether it's easy to use or not. Fuel saving, no crowd. Rapid home delivery and convenience. These are all the examples of online shopping sites: Amazon, Myntra, Snapdeal, Shopclues.com, eBay, Naptol, etc. Risk and disadvantages of online shopping. Fraud. Do you know the company? Security. Is your credit card safe? Privacy. Is your information being sold? Shipping. Are you getting a correct product at a requested time? Difficulty. Do you know how to shop online? The conclusion. The conclusion is, it can be concluded that availability of extensive and current information is the most important factor in which is driving Indian customers to buy online shopping. Information gathering is the time-consuming and costly affair in the physical market. This is where internet provides a huge benefit to the customer. Now, any customer don't have to go first to the market to buy any product. It's just simple as that. When you open your cell phones, your smartphones, and in just one click you can buy a product and it's directly delivered to your house. The future scope of the study. The present study need to be refined by the future researchers working in this area. The study is preliminary and it provides a groundwork for future studies. Future researchers are incorporate other factors facilitating and preventing online shopping. Further studies can be done to explore the attitude of the customer towards online shopping in comparison to online shopping. Thank you so much.
I request Dr. Safdar Tanveer to kindly felicitate a memento to Ms. Nitu Mutreja. Thank you, sir. I request sir to please present a memento to Ms. Sakshi. Thank you, sir. Now I request sir to kindly present a memento to Ms. Twinkle. And Rahul also. Thank you, sir.
Next speaker is Miss Neetu from Haryana.
Good morning, everyone. I am Neetu Mutreja from the Pite College. Today I am here to present on the topic smart glasses. As you all know, the technology is developing day by day. Everyone has a smartphone, but with the portable terminals and with the various apps installed in it. The wearable technology represents the next stage of development. Devices go along seamlessly, and using them is easy with hands and eyes free. It is very essential to wearable technology that the devices are small and the design allows them to be either integrated to clothing or otherwise easily portable. With this technology, it is easy to provide variable, accurate, and additional information to the users without disturbing the actual work with several devices of the workflow. Then what are the smart glasses? Smart glasses gives a user both a sense of physical and digital world simultaneously. This is either done by optical head display or augmented reality or through heads-up display glasses. Then the classification of smart glasses. There are 3 different models which can alter how the visual information a wearer identifies. The first one is the virtual reality. The goal is to create a cybernetic world for the user to see and to interact. The user sees the virtual world only, and ample difference is that the simple screen is that actions of the user affect the virtual world. Next one is augmented reality. Smart glasses are often mentioned with the augmented reality, which basically means augmented the existing real world with the additional information provided by the information system. Most advanced glass systems can automatically provide information about a target in sight, such as a product in hands, information about the scenery, or even the facial recognition of a person coming towards. Interaction with those virtual objects is a way of communicating with the figuring objects. Next one is diminished reality. Objects are subtracted from the scenes by riddling the light emitted by those objects towards the eye. This is most often used in balance with augmented reality to replace the shrank objects by some virtual objects. Then the various applications of the smart glasses. Video collaboration, I will explain these applications with the help of an example. Video collaboration, building construction, logistic and warehousing, complex manufacturing. Next one is the example, which can show the use of smart glasses. Suppose there is a flower shop, and in order to keep the flowers fresh, some temperature is maintained inside the shop. But due to some reason, the temperature is rising quickly. Then the manager of the shop or the head of the shop, suppose named as florist, contacts the maintenance and they promise to send a service person immediately to check the situation. John Morey, an experienced mechanic on refrigerator units, hears a noise and in front of his eyes appears a message. This type of message is appeared, urgent service needed, name of the customer along with the address of the customer. And in the first picture we see the smart glasses. On some portion of the glass, this type of image is shown to the mechanic. John Morey, an experienced mechanic of the refrigerator units, says accepting the task, and in second of his eyes appears a map on the front of the glasses of the destination. His Eyeglasses shows him the directions if he needs that direction. When arriving to the destination, he says at sight and immediately can see the information that the customer earlier reported to the company and also about the data of the device and the system needing the maintenance. After opening the refrigerator units, suppose John notices that he has not worked this type of units before. Then he searches a maintenance guide using his smart glasses only for the specific unit. And then he realized that he do not have the spare parts with him. Then he decided to contact with this senior person more familiar with this old type unit. John takes a video call, integrated video camera on his smart glass as shown in the image. He can make a video call with the senior person regarding the spare parts that he can use to correct the refrigerator unit. Then the experienced person tells him the problem, that what is the problem regarding this, and instructs him to use a spare part suitable for the newer model. With colleagues' guidance, John is able to fix the refrigerator unit and shows the images of the fixed device. Then colleague approves the John work. John scans with his smart glasses the barcode of the spare parts that he used and confirms to the task completed. At this moment, only the data about the service task reaches the maintenance company that John works for. Task is completed, use time, travel time, distance, use spare parts, etc. And the temperature in the cold storeroom starts to decrease and the customer is satisfied. Next is the challenges. Despite its continuous growth and valuable potential in the enterprise and industrial sectors, the wearable computer glasses still have few challenges to overcome before reaching the mass market usage. Businesses are finding the great workflow solutions through eyewear technology. The general public will still have to wait a little longer to reap the benefits of the mass accessibility and usage. Manufacturers must first overcome the challenge of achieving a harmonious balance between the functionality and wearability at an accessibility cost. There are also some security challenges, like one can click the picture of another without knowing him or her. Thank you.
Next speaker, Miss Ashna, research scholar.
Today, I, Twinkle Sharma from Jagannath University, is here to present my research paper titled A Study on the Impact of Restaurant Features and Average Dining Cost on Customer Satisfaction. There are nearly 220K good restaurant establishments in India, but the industry is worth a whopping of rupees 43,000 crores and growing at a healthy rate of 15 to 20%. For the research purposes, I searched nearly 8,653 restaurants under the famous Zomato restaurants, in which my investigation majorly focused on two factors, that was the average cost of dining for two persons and customer satisfaction. We have categorized the analysis based on the effective cost slabs along with the customer satisfaction on that particular slab. Introduction. In India, after every 20 kilometers, there's a change in the cuisines, languages, because it's a very diverse country. But the restaurants were examined thoroughly and was found that most of them were averagely rated due to various factors like the ambience, food quality, customer services, etc. Here, we would majorly focusing on average cost with respect to the customer ratings, calculating a customer satisfaction rate based on the excellent and the good ratings provided by the customer on the 5 major factors. Customer satisfaction. According to Henselberg and Albertson, satisfaction is an overall customer attitude towards a service provided or an emotional reaction to the difference but what consumer receives or anticipates regarding the need, goal, or desire. Service quality is influenced by expectation, process quality, and output quality. In other words, the standards of a service is defined by the customers who have experienced that service and use their experience and feelings to form a judgment. There, you will be seeing various tables now that have range from rupees 50 to rupees 1000, in which the average cost has been divided into smaller subgroups to make the analysis easier. The first graph shows a price slab of rupees 50 to rupees 250, where you see 5 major factors: customer service, cuisine served, online food delivery, food quality, and ambience, based on the number of restaurants and their ratings. I have calculated the customer satisfaction rate in this slide of 2.3%. In rupees 250 to rupees 500 price slab, I calculated a customer satisfaction rate of 3.16%, where 2,966 restaurants are available. Out of 2,304 restaurants in the price slab of rupees 500 to 750, we got a customer satisfaction rate of 6.98%. For the price slab of rupees 750 to rupees 1,000, 594 restaurants, 16 restaurants were the excellent ones, providing a customer satisfaction rate of 16.67%. For 1,000 to 250 price slab, we got 23.7% as the customer satisfaction rate. The rupees 1,250 to rupees 1,500 price slab shows customer satisfaction rate of 38.1%. Similarly, we have calculated various customer satisfaction rates in the basis of various price slabs from 1,500 to 1,800, providing customer satisfaction 38.39, 1,800 to 2,500, providing 33.61% satisfaction rate. 2,500 to rupees 4,000 provides a customer satisfaction rate of 21.6%. Rupees 4,000 to rupees 8,000, where most of the expensive restaurants are available, provides only a 30% of customer satisfaction rate. From the above analysis, I have found that the excellent and very good rating customer satisfaction rate provides is the maximum of 38.39% for the price range of rupees 1,500 and rupees 1,800. It also matches to our real life statistics, but for the person whose income lies in the average economic class may not afford this. Keeping in view the Indian economy rate, the restaurants must provide good quality services in the average dining cost lying between rupees 1,000 to rupees 1,250. These are a few references that I use for my research paper. Thank you, everyone.
Last participant in this first session, Mr. Ajay Maji and Mr. Rahul.
Imagine your online order package being delivered by air within 50 to 40 minutes at your doorsteps. How cool it will be, right? So the topic of our paper is delivery drone, a modern age logistic delivery solution. In this session, we are going to cover the following points, like overview, scope of the technology, technical experts, and so on. And at last, we will conclude with crux. So moving on a quick overview. We all know that faster growing e-commerce is creating a new competition for faster package delivery in this crowded world. It is tough job to do it, right? So the solution for the problem is package delivery by air using drones. Now question arises, what is drone? The drone UAV, that stands for unmanned aerial vehicle which is operated by a remote pilot, right? So UAV are the latest advancement which work on artificial intelligence and robotics. Now when we use the UAV for e-commerce, what it will be bring up the new business ideas and business platforms. The scope of the technology, there are two customers and providers. The customer is that quick delivery, non-existent demands, and at the side of service provider, race against times, efficient delivery, and minimizing human involvement. Now the technology will provide this solution for race against time by providing quick delivery of logistics. It will build an advancement economy and better shopping experience in online platforms. Now the technical aspects, a lot of latest avionics and robotics advancement are using this system, drone system. Like there's a central hub, battery pack, motors, gyroscope, actuators, receivers, and etc. At last having their own functions. So now my friend will explain all these things.
Now, as one of our panelists has explained about the online shopping, this is the extent of the shipping delivery, right? This is a gyroscope, or we can say it is a drone, a blueprint of the diagram, which contains the main controller, motor, sensor, gyroscopes, and a lot of electronic stuffs. Next, please. Okay, the drone package delivery can be done with two methods, using package cars and directly from the warehouses. Now, for the first method, using package car, here you can see the driver which loads the package to the drone, and then it will gain height and launches off to the recipient's address. After delivering or putting the package to the recipient's address, the drone will came back and docked at the package car. This is how done in first method. Now second method, as soon as the order is received in warehouse, product is purchased, order goes to the warehouse, drone picks up the order and drone offs to the recipient. This is how drone delivery with warehouse is done, right? And it is a costlier method, so lots of construction is to be done. Next is the drone deployment. So high this shows that the gyroscope and a lot of sensor tracking the order placed at the right position or not, right? Now, moving up to the players in market, Amazon Prime Air is the leading market for this delivery solution, working with drone manufacturer Sci-Fi, Google with DHL and 3DR, UPS with DJI. Next. So, as you all know, chai pillow friends, right? In India, chai delivery drone has been manufactured by Lucknow-based Eagle Tech. So to deliver their beverages at the doorstep, their drone is capable of flying a 10-kilometer distance and carry up to 2 kgs of load, right? Here are the cuttings of newspaper about the section. Next, please. Okay. The Minister of Civil Aviation has recently unveiled new policy on unmanned aerial vehicles, telling about the platform that encourage India to develop a leading drone ecosystem, right? This is the comments of Shri Jayant Sinha, Honorable Ministry of State's Civil Aviations, right? So advantages of this technology, surpassing the traffic. As we all know that Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai are a lot of crowded cities, and package car gets stuck in the traffic, so it will surpass the traffic. And also this technology can be used in medicals, right? Providing medical facilities to extend areas, remote areas. A lot of disadvantage also is there. To small delivery, large packages, it can deliver up to 2 kgs of load at a time, right? Frequent charging is needed, right? And environment conditions are also concerned. So today's versus future, drone ecosystem, we have to create a whole new environment for ecosystem that includes drones, their batteries, their package, okay, their loadings and a lot of stuff, their delivery platforms, drones. Manufacturers has to focus on the drones which are robust and capable of flying up to 10 kilometers, carrying more and more load, right? Batteries are to be developed more frequent, that require less charging and perform very well. Okay, manufacturers have to develop landing pads and launching pads for the system. Now, next is drone safety. Manufacturers have to focus on drone safety, as crashes for this system can leads to the dilemma in the minds of customer, that is it a safe option, right? So these are the such future aspect of the topic, right? Next, please. The conclusion: the e-commerce has already been successful in India, but with this technology, yes, it will give consumers a whole new way of online shopping, right? And drone delivery could provide a new way to grab the package in India. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Very well placed, all the participants. Dr. Priyanka, who talked about laser technology, Dr. Smita, online shopping, Neetu, smart glasses, Twinkle, restaurant features, and finally the drone, the latest technology that all comes in the AI, the field of AI and robotics. All the best. Thank you very much.